Hey, I just wanted to give you a quick look inside Wayfinder Guild. So, when you purchase Wayfinder Guild, you will get access to 3 courses inside my Create Wherever community, which is built on the platform Heartbeat. So, you'll get emails with how to log into Heartbeat, and you'll go over here to the courses tab to locate them, and they are right at the top. And then any other products of mine you own will be down at the bottom. So this is kind of the main hub for where to access everything in Wayfinder Guild. And so this course here kind of goes over all the basics, while the actual trainings are stored inside these ones. Now I'm showing you the logged in view as my test account, so this is what you will actually see. So you can go here and start, and this is what is live currently. Now there won't be too much more added to this one because this is just basically how to find your way around. Talks welcome, and how to use the archive, how to use navigation kit, how to use compass chats, and the days that are scheduled for the compass chats. And anything that's kind of like reminders or important things like that, or just information about how to use Wayfinder Guild, is going to go inside this course. But the main trainings, of course, will be inside the archive. Now, I've split the archive into 2 separate parts. The main reason for that is if I decide to run Wayfinder Guild for another year, for 2027, I will take all the trainings in the core trainings and be able to transfer those into the 2027 version, while these ones will remain exclusive to this year. That's just so I don't have to re-record and repeat myself for core trainings that are going to be still relevant and vital a year from now. Anything that's a bit more off-center, anything that's a bit more trendy, that will go into the 2026 trainings, and only the people inside the guild for this year will get access to those trainings. I may sell this access to the 2026 trainings as a separate thing, but it's just how I'm segmenting that, so I don't have to repeat myself at the beginning of next year if I run this again. So as I'm going to be building all these core trainings in 2026, it doesn't have much in there now because what you're getting access to is basically everything I put in here throughout the year. So there is the how this works, and here are the first few trainings I've put in for you. So you go into here and you'll be able to just immediately watch the video and get any other information down here, and you can navigate between them. So I am planning on keeping this pretty nice and organized. And then when you have gone through something, if you mark it as complete, it will show it as complete, so you can easily see what you've already looked at, what you've already gone through, and what stuff is new. I will be also sending out periodic updates if I'm dropping new content. I'm not going to do it for every single piece of content I put out because otherwise you would get too many emails, but I plan to at least do so monthly, and I'm going to likely combine that with the reminder emails for Compass Chats to let you know what's new inside the archive so you can access it. So the 2026 trainings are going to be the same, and it will have the trainings organized in here as well. So that is pretty much it for the course part of Heartbeat. There is also a discussion area that's going to be exclusive to the Wayfinder Guild. So we can discuss things in that. And then, of course, any of the other threads you are a part of will show up here. Now let's move to part 2, the navigation kit. This is hosted on Pickaxe. So you will not receive immediate access to this because I need to add you manually. So within about 48 hours of your purchase, probably much sooner, you will get an email inviting you to the navigation kit. And inside the navigation kit, you will get all of the tools I am building. And these are just a few I created to get us started because this doesn't officially launch until January. So there is this welcome bot that you can go into, and this will help you get your main business information into the system so that the other generators can use that as a reference point. So it just walks you through some simple questions. Anything you don't want to share, just say skip, just say no thank you. It helps the rest of the bots work better if they know, what your business niche is, where you are in your business, common things you're struggling with, whatever. So just share whatever you feel free to share. And also, just for your peace of mind, there is this delete account button. When you choose to delete your account, if you so choose to do that, it will delete everything you have ever shared with this platform. So that way your information is protected. So your access to this is only in 2026. At the end of the year, you will not have access to that. If I'm offering it again for the next year, which is probable, you can choose to keep your account active so that everything will transfer over and you can join it for another year and won't have to re-add your information again. But if you decide, hey, it's not for me, and you want to delete your account at the end of the year, it's just a very simple thing to do that. And it's showing up here as free because I just add you to it manually. It's private, so no one else can join it for free. It's just you're joining it for free because you already purchased Wayfinder Guild. So there are just a few ones I've built so far. I'm planning to add at least one a month, maybe several a month. I'd like to have at least 7 or 8 in here before we get to January. So these, you are given unlimited access to these. You can see the little unlimited sign up here in the corner. However, if you are abusing them, I will be removing your access. So it's free to use, just don't go overboard and don't abuse this just because you have free access to it. Just because you have unlimited access. I will probably, if I notice someone using it too much, I will just contact them and be like, hey, this isn't supposed to be, your only AI tool. You are using this for things it shouldn't be used for, or you are using it way too much. And could you please cut back? And if you do cut back, then everything's fine. I may create like a lower tier plan if there's abuse, but normal usage, fine. Like if you're using this a couple of times a day, I'm talking about somebody who's on here like 6 hours a day typing away and entering queries. That's not allowed, obviously. So the third aspect of Wayfinder Guild are compass chats, and I generally host those via Voxer. Now, this is the web version of Voxer. It actually just had a new beta version. Usually over here on the left are all the people I'm chatting with. I just popped up the invite friends option to hide that so you wouldn't be able to see everyone who I'm chatting with currently. This is my coach, who I chat with weekly about different things in my business, including this offer. So if you want a sneak peek, you can pause this and read what's going on. But you basically get access to me for 1 day every single month. And we can talk about pretty much whatever you want. It's business focused, but I keep it open to anything within reason. I try to keep to my specialties. So if you're sharing something that you should be sharing with a therapist or something, I'll gently encourage you to do that. But it is pretty much open to whatever you want to chat about. If you are not comfortable with using Voxer, either the web version or the phone app version, you can instead use Heartbeat. And I'll show you that in a bit. But first of all, I wanted to show you that you can type messages in here to chat. You can attach things. So if, say, you wanted me to look at a new logo you designed for one of your courses, you could attach that and show it to me. And then this button here lets you leave voice messages, but it has a walkie-talkie mode. So as you are talking, the message is already being sent to me. It's only like a few seconds delay. So if we are both chatting at the same time, it can be near instantaneous. It almost becomes like a phone conversation as you're sending messages back and forth, because I'm listening to it as you're finishing it up. So I don't know if you have used, I think Marco Polo works similarly, where you can listen to a message as it's being sent and such. But that's just a fun little feature that Voxer has, that if you happen to both be on at the same time, it can make things much quicker. Now over here in Heartbeat, you can go to this little envelope at the top, and that's where you can send messages. Now this version of me in the yellow and white dress, this is my test account, but this is my main account. So this is the one you'll want to chat with. Me in the red dress. And then you just hit message here and you can send a message. Now, this does not have a voice option within the desktop version. However, if you use the mobile app, it does have a voice option. So if you do want to send those voice messages to me, you'll want to download the app for your phone if you're going to be using Heartbeat. Voxer, on the other hand, has voice messages on both desktop and the mobile app. So that is the introduction to Wayfinder Guild. I hope that this helps and gives you an idea of what you will see inside. As I mentioned, this is a year-long program, so you will be getting more and more content as the year goes on. It's like this is actually just the extra stuff you're getting before 2026 starts. So if you have any questions, you can always feel free to contact me at katie@createwherever.com. Or if you are in my Create Wherever community, you can always just send me a quick message in there and I'll reply and get more information to you. Thanks for watching.